First tower of the game going down on the bottom lane as KSH. Gotta finish up a Falcon Blade if I'm not mistaken here. And then move on to the D-Lance. A very traditional build on the Weaver at this point, ever since the introduction of the Falcon Blade. Deep greed plays on the Weaver. Those days are long gone for now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Aizen. Tank up another Tidebringer. Grims. I'll truly realign. Only a casual clockwork kill on the bottom lane. Nothing noteworthy. No reaction onto Aizen just standing there in DK form is what's surprising me coming out from Yangan. Half whip will travel. Dagon coming out soon.
Are scanning.
Has been coming for a while now, FYI.
Radiant's bottom tower.
There's the power rune. Gonna be up top. It is a regen. As Ken
has fallen.
diving around the angle and going for it. Four for 4. We are dead even once again at the end of the early game. As we head into this siege onto the tier 1 towers, things might just spice up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Young PH. Dive, jump, run. Hide your sisters and hide your mothers. Young PH is coming for you. Or will come for you as soon as that blade mail is done. The items just not really coming fast enough for the Weaver. The DK can suffer and push through, but a little bit less. In this ancient creep camp, it should be at arm's length to actually get this. He's jumping on young PH. Torrent. Combined play onto the Oracle, but Fate's Edict is just protecting the Oracle. Easy dive from Skillet onto the rune. They will take out the Oracle, but here comes the counter. Skillet thinking of what target to go for. Don't really need to think about it. They will take out the Tiny, as this is already a 2-for-1. Drick trying to juke and trying to wrap around, but foul play is not going to save you this time, buddy. Double kill for KSH.
Radiant structures are fortified.
A 5-man commitment coming out from YG. YG, Bubba G. Looking good.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And this is Rupido, who is extremely behind compared to his teammates now. 1.2k net worth difference between him and the Dragon Knight. What's admirable is that all of this deficit came from 2 deaths basically on the Tiny almost consecutively within a 5-man span of each other. Not something you see having as a Tiny player. But JG, we're more than happy to oblige. with your needs. Out comes the Mass Serpent Ward from Drick. They're safe, going a little deep. Out comes the Hex. Good jump. And great blink reveal from JG. But it's just not looking to be enough. Zarain messing up the hook shot. Not connecting on the target you'd want to. Out comes the Flaming Lasso. Aizen thrown back into the Ghost Ships as it's a double kill for the Kunkka. Drick. In goes the deep dive. They just want more, and more. YG. They could just go for the massacre here. Zarain is the only thing Ivory will take from them as Ken pulled back. Sonic Wave play onto KSH. The right click connects and Ken is gone. No more time lapse for you. And can he jump in front of the Bat Rider? Yes, he can. They will fix this. So out comes the blink. The stream doesn't connect. Ken gives up. As Grims just finding the Bat Raider on the other side, offering them to Ken on a platter. Great speech coming out from YG. Nonetheless, a little bit of a tight turner, but overall just shutting down Rupido will be Ivory's deficit. They need to get the Blink Dagger or post Blink Dagger or BKB fast and loose on Rupido. As nope, we are officially in a pause. Okay, with the Queen of Pain in front of the Oracle, that's actually kind of a great lighting for the hero. A little bit of a shame that they are right now in smoked position. One could definitely make a bit of an artwork with that. I am wondering, besides the Javas, what this little merchant character would remind me of. Drick is just basically cosplaying right now. Yeah, as the pause is ongoing, we're gonna be here for a while, boys. A little bit of talk about itemizations. Tiny bit of concern that Ivory can't really get their builds off the ground. As each side has already the ever so coveted Blink Dagger on their heroes. Aizen looking to join the fight a little bit earlier with the Blink Dagger himself. Blink and you'll miss it type of gameplay incoming. As it doesn't get revived until minute 20 now. Thus them not really wanting to hang out in this position. The tier 1 gone. Where could the Dire come from?
Dire structures are fortified.
Well, the traitors, they are everywhere. Take me to the slaughter. Especially when that dragon shows up. That's a great scene from Space Marines 2.
Fortunes change.
Of course, I'm talking about the Dreadnought scenes if you're not aware. There's JG. For the Iron Sippers, but it was all bait by Rupido. Out comes the Torrent. They want Drick. False Promise going through onto the Shadow Shaman. And the stun play. Not gonna catch. As the Rupido falls, Aizen and the boys. Believing what I said about Ivory. There's still a bounce back opportunity. It's just, yeah, Rupido's problems have finally caught up with him. Still the exact same build as what we had. Basically on the Pangolier. Figured out. Minutes in. It's looking a little rough for the Ivory side.
Dire's middle tower.
As Chris Martin said, not everything's lost as Skillet will lay out some fire instead. Speaking of the Admiral and its board, it's looking like the Radiance is almost done on the Kunkka. Yeah, I always like this angle. Or this one. Yeah, this angle's better. For obvious reasons, of course.
Back to 4.
4-man smoke up coming through. But the Shaman. Not the priority, so he's not the one X'd. Oh, marking no spot. Rapido. Just going down after the decay. They can fight this timber. I'm gonna attempt out an escape as Aizen's dragon form aspires the whirling death. Is not gonna be enough for any ability for a kill. And the pullback is immense. X mark. Rupido tries to follow it, but the blink is not off cooldown for his liking. They just turn on to the old Zarain.
Dire are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Kaya Sanj on the way on the Queen of Pain soon. Or the recipe needed.
Haste.
Dire bot tier 1. Gonna be taken for a ride. 20-minute Tormentor already up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Rupido. As far as I could tell, we did not see the Fuel Scepter in action just yet. Okay, Disabler. He has a Timber Saw that constantly just wants to move around the map and catch it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's just a nice utility to have as the 4-man smoke coming out from the Radiant could end badly for YG. The smoke's almost ending. Here comes the avalanche jump with the Avatar's beautiful sonic wave, but KSH time lapses out of it. Ghost ship coming through onto the Shaman, but Fate's Edict will protect. Isn't being the only one to control YG. If they want to make a counterplay, they gotta make it now. Out comes the Torrent. They see the HP now. Escalate. This task to go for the wraparound. The Batrider walking off the stairs is the instant giveaway. Ivory need Ken wants to continue the over-aggression. I do understand. Let that inner rage flow. Has Gaben immediately changing their mind after those last two fights. Ivory tries to make a turn in into the avalanche as the hook shot lands onto 2. Grims and Drick in trouble inside the cogs. As a good catch is about to happen. Eisen. It's all about the DK. They need to get that kill, but it's just not going to happen. The Dagon does the work. Ken takes out young PH. And even with the toss play, it's just not looking to be enough. JG surviving by the skin of his teeth. Rupido caught out with the lasso. There's the counter kill in this sitch. Space has been created, but no push is available, as the other dragon form is still on cooldown for 30 more seconds.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
Fortune's End.
Dire's middle tower.
A little bit of foul play onto the Batrider. One of the more elusive targets, though. Doesn't really make much sense. As the foul play doesn't really help against the Storm either. Dragon Tail will hit onto the Weaver. How many right clicks can Eisen land on this guy before it disappears? Rain, good catch. There's the dagger. Fortune's End is not much you can escape in this situation. Really, truly, and only. And out comes the ghost ship. Ken on the run, but the disaster connects, and it's all Chavaria from here. But Ken gone down. YG continue the pressure. KSH with the double kill. Eisen. Blink out the regular D, but 40 seconds until other dragon form.
Your admiral is on board.
So here another avalanche going through. This time onto the Batrider. Shackled up, held on to. Out comes the hookshot savior downtown. Zara. That's going to be an Adris take if I've ever seen one. And with Eisen already at half HP, the Desolator play coming through. Dragon Tail for the turn. They will try to put the Weaver in jeopardy, but with the Sonic Wave not hitting perfectly, KSH just dodges out the damage. And we are witnessing the reverse shellacking coming out from YG. Yeah, with the Dagon. The pull back onto the Quap. And it's a double kill for KSH now. Checking out animations, not really finding anything surprising. Rain going straight for the Aghanim Scepter. Might be called a little greedy by some, but it's becoming more and more apparent that once you're assigned somewhere, you're just gotta stay there. A little bit of chill down, but on the bottom lane, they finally make a find. Tim's taken out. Rupido. Eyes wide, up front and center. Rupido tries to answer with the avalanche, but even with the toss, the escape is futile. The battery assault is doing the work. Alright, no catch. Lasso pullback. Young PH. Go in for the foul chicken move, but the Mass Serpent Wards will take out the Batrider first. Young PH, having all the HP in the world, they are just offering Mass Serpent Wards for breakfast right now on the Team Ivory side.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle
Yes,
tower
Shrines
is
of
under
Wisdom are alive. As the DK comes into the mid play, Eisen trying to hide from all them rockets coming through from the clock.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Flares, flares, flares. That's all this hero's about.
Double damage.
Radiant are scanning.
Double damage on KS Sage, but once again, the rune not used for aggression. There's also Zarre is about to surpass the Tiny's net worth. Only a light 1,000. That's all they need. Easy kill on Grims. Nice KSH. You take out Rupi there. I don't know what they were thinking. Basically, the wraparound onto the tier 2 was the general way to go, but YG has been standing
Radiant structures
in the Radiant jungle for so long. Hellworth lead ahead. Conspiracy theories confirmed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's KSH.
Radiant's
Gunning
bottom
down that tier 2 tower without any consequence. It's just a sore eye to see if you're a good old Ivory team fan. Trick. He kind of can. Is that right? Foul play turnaround along with a Sonic Wave. JG up front in the center with the BKB. The Timber is doing the work as Ken goes deeper. Drick will survive. As Eisen looking for targets. Ken pointing them out, but the Timber is just too tanky. All this for position 5. Shackle play.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not too ancient creeps for some reason, but maybe Drake just wanted to re-heal from the shackle
Radiant's
itself.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Roshan about to respawn. It's an all-out play coming out from YG. They want to get onto that high ground, and they want to do it today. Ken, no Sonic Wave for a while. And the avalanche play onto the Weaver doesn't work out either. Flares, flares, flares coming through. That's not going to be enough to kill anything.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The 4-5-man smoke up with Dire come to hit again. I don't think they're going to be going for a tier 3 this time.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Trying to get a second tier 2 out of commission though. There's no easy feat. JG diving in. The Rocket Flare gives all the information they need. That's not a kill. Not just yet. Torrent misses as well.
Dire's middle tower.
Skillet going in for the catch onto Ken, but he just Sonic Waves back. No killing is gonna happen here. KSH, they need to lock in onto the Weaver. The run buff could help just a bit. Buyback coming out from Skillet. Doesn't mean backing off. Radiant inside, or can Drick at least do something here? But 2 cores versus 2 supports. It looks like even the Queen of Pain cannot escape any of this.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
The last tier 1 towers fall. They're slowly entering the late game situation of the party.
Your admiral is on board.
And with the AC coming out soon. Roshan, this time taken by KSH himself. The minute is not far off though. So KSH just needs to be a bit more. No catch just yet, JG. Laying out the Aghanim Scepter for now. He needs to get into the fight and needs to get in there deep. Rocket Flare is giving off the information. JG will avoid the confrontation.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
But more than likely. Dissatisfaction for Passions are well on the way. Young PH going for the dodge out.
Radiant are
As
scared.
Rupido cannot make contact. KSH not making contact with the Shaman. Interesting enough, the damage tick cooldown trigger that just did not happen, even though I thought that Sakuchi made contact with the Shaman. Shrine of Wisdom. Replenish that 35 minutes. KSH, is he doubling up on them? He's doubling up on them. What a steal play from YG. But yeah, with the DK beating it deep pit for pit, beat for beat. It's not much until IVORY have their own Assault of Karass. But it's coming on young PH as well. So that armor advantage is just not going to be up for long.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
KSH. Right click. Pelatoss combo coming out. Nullified is the tiny, but Rupido can make it out. That's so on Drick. But the force is helping. They can hold the high ground like no other.
And it's off.
As once again, once more into the breach, KSH finally takes out the first tier 3. But they see any type of trouble. Lasso play onto the Shaman. They need to get rid of this Hex. They will be successful on that. JG running interference. Ken. Throwback play onto the Queen of Pain. The Nullifier is working overtime. As the False Promise as well. Up into the air with the Yule Scepter. The Tiny will make an attempt at an escape, but dies inside the fountain before the heal comes through. 3 dead now without buyback. YG
Radiant's bottom tower
need to continue this push to even up this series.
has fallen. Radiant's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Strong PH, KSH. These buildings are just decorative now. They need to wait for at least Drix respawn. But if they just mess about for too long, they might just have to live with the consequences. IVORY has run amok. Eisen jumping forward, trying to at least get a clockwork, if nothing else. That's 34 to 20. 21k net worth lead. YG. They're gonna be patient with this one. Do they have the time? Gaben giving them a 191% chance to take this. Turn from a 94%, turn 94% out of 74% as Rupido looking a little worse for wear. The X rolls in with the pullback. JG giving off the information of Velasco's perfect on Grims. Out comes the shotgun onto KSH. They will try and go for the paw, but it's just not going to happen. BKB coming out from the Weaver as they go down one by one. Eisen called the GG. It's going to be 1-4-1 as YG managed to even up the series with the Weaver draft. We're going to go to game number 3.